All right. Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're looking at the security situation in Rotterdam.
Oh,
So if you're listening to this, you're probably thinking about visiting Rotterdam,
sure.
or maybe moving there, and you want to know, is it safe?
Right?
What can I expect? What are the different neighborhoods like? And that's what we're going to be looking at today.
Yeah.
We found a great website called Rotterdam-Holland.com.
Okay.
It's got a ton of information about the city, and
Yeah.
one of the things they talk about is security.
Mm.
And the first thing they say is that Rotterdam is generally a safe city.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that too.
But it's important to remember that every city has its safer and less safe areas.
Right. Like every city's got its good parts and its bad parts.
Exactly.
And just because a city has a good reputation overall doesn't mean that every single neighborhood is going to be totally safe.
Yeah. And safety can change over time, too.
That's a good point. I mean, like things happen,
Right.
neighborhoods change, the economy changes.
Exactly. So how do we make sure that we have the most up-to-date information?
Well, there are a few things you can do. One is to check out the official crime statistics.
So where would I find those?
Usually you can find those on the police department's website.
Okay.
And for Rotterdam, you can actually find that information on rotterdam-holland.com/security.
Okay, great. So they have the police reports right there on the website.
Exactly. And they often break it down by neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you can really see what's going on.
Oh, that's so helpful. So I can really drill down and be like, all right, this is where I'm thinking of staying. This is what it's like over there.
Yeah. And another good source is local news.
Ah, yeah. So what are people actually saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is it matching up with what the reports are saying?
Exactly. Are there any trends that are being reported? Any particular incidents that have happened recently?
I see.
And of course, you can always check travel advisories.
Yeah, I think sometimes people forget about those,
Yeah.
especially if they're not planning a big trip. But those can be really helpful even if you're just thinking about going to a different part of the city.
Absolutely, because they often highlight specific concerns or areas to be extra careful in.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes official sources can feel kind of like they're sugarcoating things a little bit.
Right. They might not give you the full picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do we get that? Real on-the-ground perspective.
Well, one of the best ways is to tap into local knowledge.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Community forums, social media groups, places where residents share their experiences.
Ah, so I can see what people who actually live there are saying.
Exactly. It's like having a network of local experts.
That's amazing. I love that. Okay, so what does all of this mean for our listeners? What should they be taking away from this deep dive?
Well, the most important thing is to be informed.
Okay.
Do your research, figure out what safety aspects are most important to you.
So am I worried about pickpockets? Am I worried about walking alone at night?
Yeah.
Am I worried about certain neighborhoods? And then once I know what my concerns are, I can use all these resources to figure out how to stay safe.
Exactly. And remember that Rotterdam is a vibrant, dynamic city with so much to offer.
It is. Don't let safety concerns hold you back.
From experiencing all that it has.
Exactly. Being informed is the first step to staying safe.
Yeah.
And having an amazing time.
I love that. All right, so that's our deep dive on Rotterdam. Now, here's something I was thinking about.
Okay.
What if you're someone who actually enjoys a little bit of risk?
Interesting.
Like maybe you're drawn to the idea of exploring the less safe areas, like you're looking for a bit of an adventure. Is that something that's even possible in a city like Rotterdam? And if so, how do you do it safely and responsibly? Something to think about. Until next time.